extend the line using the Harwich to Holland ferry. It's a significant rise as well, up by 14.5% in the year to April. The company brought in a new super ferry in May. Next tonight, how the Girl Guides are celebrating their centenary and wading into a very modern debate about 21st century society.
Today, the movement launched a petition against the practice of airbrushing pictures of celebrities and models in magazines to make them look better.
The Guides say it can give girls unrealistic expectations about how they themselves should look.
Well, 5,000 guides and scouts are spending this week at the Norfolk Showground in Norwich for this year's Norfolk Jamboree. Kate Prout joins us from there now. Kate, looks fantastic.
Well, the Girl Guide motto is be prepared, and these modern-day guides haven't let themselves down. Look, they're all completely decked out for a typical British summer, and they all look splendid. I've got to show you these girls, though. These are dressed as if they're from the 1940s. You all look marvellous, girls. They look great, but frankly, these outfits are completely unsuitable for the sort of activities I've been watching them do earlier. For 100 years now, Girl Guides have been promising to do their best and do their duty to God and the Queen. Today, well, things are a little different from my day. And they have a new campaign that's right up to date.
It's about the models being airbrushed, and Girl Guides sometimes feel that there's loads of pressure on us to look really amazing.
I think we should try and not be so uptight about it and kind of be ourselves and not try and be someone who we aren't.
I look the way I look.
And you're happy with that?
Yeah, I'm perfectly happy with it.
You should be. You look beautiful.
Thanks.
Just to show you how easily airbrushing can be done, Dave in our graphics department gave me a bit of a makeover.
It's been about a 10-minute job to go in and do things like whiten your eyes. You can see, tidied up eyebrows, removed lines. That's before, that's after.
The Girl Guides Association was formed in 1910, a year after a group of girls turned up to the first Boy Scouts rally in Crystal Palace and asked for their own group. In 1914, a younger version of the Guides was launched, known as Rosebuds, and later changed to the Brownies. Royalty became involved in the 1920s, and in 1937 the Queen became a guide and her mother the patron. The association was renamed Girlguiding UK in 2002, and the following year Sophie the Countess of Wessex became the new president. The number of girls involved in the guiding movement has fluctuated over the years, so are they still relevant?
We're tailored to the needs of today's girls, and we still feel one of the most valuable things we offer is the girl-only space. And this is where girls can do what they want to do, make their own choices and decisions, work in small teams and groups. And so therefore what they're choosing to do is relevant to their needs.
Judging by today's high-flying performances, their enthusiasm and commitment will carry them at least another 100 years. Well, the Norfolk Jamboree isn't just about guides. There's got scouts, cubs, brownies, rainbow, the whole lot are here. And the reason they're causing chaos behind me is because they're trying to do something rather special tonight. Millie, what are they hoping to do?
We're going to try and all skip in the same place at the same time for 2 minutes.
And how many people are you expecting?
5,000 people.
Wow, 5,000, that's going to be quite impressive. Now, the world record doesn't actually exist at the moment, so they will be setting a new world record, and these lunatics are going to start that at 6:30.
Brilliant. Good luck with the record, guys. That's going to be interesting to watch, isn't it?
What a great
I wonder if
atmosphere.
Dave Kingham in our graphics department can do that live.
I really want. I know, it's fantastic. Didn't know he could do that. I'll be speaking to him later.
Let's see. Well, guiding us through the next half an hour of the national team without an airbrush in sight, I can assure you. Here's what they've got coming. Yes, that's all coming up. But now, the next instalment in our build-up to the new football season. It's 3 days and counting, and tonight we focus on League One. And
it's safe to say stability is the key for Colchester United, MK Dons and Peterborough United after a rapid turnover of managers at each of the clubs, as Donovan Blake reports.
Supporters of the region's teams in League One already know their managers. But for the managers themselves, they're ready to embark on their first full seasons with their new clubs, including here at Colchester. Chairman Robbie Cowling, like his counterparts at Peterborough and Milton Keynes, is hoping his latest appointment lasts a little longer than his previous 3. The turnover has been over 20 months, with similar experiences for Posh at London Road and the Dons at Stadium MK. So will the new changes be the right ones? It's certainly a bold one by Chairman Pete Winkleman at Milton Keynes. At 29, Carl Robinson is the youngest Football League manager, having worked as assistant to Paul Ince last season. But he's tipped for a bright future and already holds the highest recognised coaching award, the UEFA Pro licence. But being the youngest boss doesn't bother Robinson.
The players see me as a 50-year-old man who just keeps moaning. But like I say, it's a title that I've been given for obviously the obvious reasons, and I just hope that the players. But at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about the players, and I just hope that when they take the field on Saturday afternoon, they can really put a good performance in.
In contrast, Peterborough and Colchester have plumped for experience. John Ward spent most of last season as Colchester's assistant manager. Now he hopes to repeat his successes at Bristol City, Wolves and Cheltenham with a promotion campaign for the U's.
There's ability in the team because they're here, you know, they're professional footballers, but if their attitude's not correct, then that doesn't count. So I've been really delighted in the last 4 weeks. The attitude of the team, the group have been absolutely spot on, so that's something we have to maintain.
Gary Johnson's arrival at Peterborough came with a club already relegated from the Championship last season, but he knows what's required to take the club up, having achieved that at Yeovil and Bristol City.
Judging from when I'm meeting people and newspaper reports and letters that come in, it's been very positive. They had their bit of fun in the 2 promotions and then their bit of disappointment from the Championship campaign. Everybody's desperate to get back to the Championship to prove that this club can sustain a Championship spot.
No doubt Johnson's views are matched by Ward at Colchester and Robinson at Milton Keynes. Dare we think of a regional promotion treble? Donovan Blake, Anglia News.
And Donny will continue his build-up to the new season throughout the rest of the week as well.
And there's more sport on our website at itv.com/Anglia. Interviews with all the region's football managers will appear there this week ahead of the new season.
Now, there's also some classic reports from the Anglia archive. Take a look at this. We've been looking back to this week 25 years ago. Then the Queen was greeting the crowds in Lowestoft. Also, the future of the Norfolk and Suffolk Broads. They were hanging in the balance. And there was something else as well. Yep, it was this man, Freddie Starr, looking slightly more youthful there, at the races in Great Yarmouth.
That's this week in 1985 on the website. That's itv.com/Anglia. And now it's time to go back to the big jamboree at the Norfolk Showground and Amanda Houston, who's in a sea of tents by the looks of it.
Absolutely, which will hopefully provide a bit more cover because the weather's been sort of fairly seasonal, hasn't it? It'll be mixed.
Oh, it has, but oh my goodness, it's been fantastic down here, real good energy. But yeah, thousands of tents here, over 7,000 guides, scouts and volunteers all here until Saturday. Now, it may not have been great weather down here today, but not quite as bad as it has been in other parts of the region. Just take a look at this. So this was the scene in Luton earlier today with cars unavailable to avoid this huge puddle. Now a cameraman doing his best not to get drowned. Now, if I just show you this rainfall radar here, you can see exactly where it came from. The rain was coming in from the west. Now, you can see the colourful echoes there. That shows the heaviest rain, which was in Hertfordshire, Essex and Suffolk. We also had reports of some thunder as well. Now, that rain is now clearing, and if conditions stay this way, there's a very good chance this lot and yourself could be seeing the Northern Lights tonight. So, are we going to see clear skies so you can see those Northern Lights? Let's take a look.
And if you do see the Northern Lights, send us a photo.
And we'll leave you with the shots of the guides warming up for their skipping record. Good luck, guys.